pure and perfect love. In this moment, let yourself contemplate that you're pure, perfect love. Nothing else is, is true or real. What usually happens in that contemplation is you can watch the ego try to latch on. The purity of your being has no restrictions or limitations, has no separate thought, it has no words that can define the beauty of your being. And as pure and as holy as you might consider you are, multiply it by a million. The power of your heart, the truth of your existence is all that love can be. And the only purpose of your life, truly, is to remember love. But once you find that purpose, once you recognize and acknowledge your true purpose, your life has complete meaning. When you aren't able to recognize your true purpose, the sadness that is felt within is such a temporary blip because that sadness can dissipate at any moment. Imagine, because it's the truth, that you will never be without. You cannot be without anything that's real. Everything that is real is within you. And every living creation of God is part of you. Just all you have to do is stand still for a moment, and everything that you have in thought, everything that you have ever touched is part of you. The word want disappears because you have everything. There is nothing of reality that you do not have and that you truly are. You are the life force of God's creation, one in that creation and incapable of being without. You are love. I am life. I am the path. I am the pure and eternal love that recognizes the oneness of everything. I am one with all beings. I am here, I am there, I am everywhere where there is love, where there are divine beings. In union, I am there. I'm light. I'm the torch bearer. I am the master teacher. I am the Son, the Father, the Spirit. I am the light of God. This is your hymn. This allows your heart to sing and accept a deeper truth. So a vida, so o caminho, eu sou o puro e eterno amor. Sou a chave da porta estreita que vos leva de volta ao Senhor. Estou aqui, eu estou lá, eu estou sempre em todo lugar. Onde estiver irmãos reunidos, sem meu nome eu, ali estou. Sou a luz, sou o teu cheiro, eu sou o mestre ensinador. Sou filho, sou pai, sou Espírito Santo, eu sou vosso redentor. As you accept that you are life, that you are one with the path that you walk, that you are the light, you are the torchbearer. All of these elements are the unifying factor of all life. That you see everyone and everything in that same love, because that is the secret. The secret is that until you love without conditions as the truth of your heart and see every beloved as the perfection of God, that is where your heart is, because everyone is you. There is no other. We are one divine spirit, one divine soul, can never be separated, which I used to use as a enticement. If I can never be separated from anyone, then I have to love them because I will be with them forever. So love is all that is being brought back into union. All love. This poem may seem to go on, and it does, but the perfection of it is too delicious to shorten. My king, I was dead, and now I am alive. I was in tears, and now I am laughing. The power of love swept over my soul, and now I am that eternal power. My eyes are content, my soul is fulfilled, my heart is roaring, my face glows like Venus. And he said, but you are not mad with love. You don't belong in this house. I went and became mad, and I put chains around my neck. And he said, but you are not drunk with love. You don't belong at this party. And I went and became drunk and rolled on the floor with joy. He said, but you have not tasted the sweetness of death. I sipped the wine of death and fell before his life-giving face. And he said, but you are a worldly person. You have so many clever questions. And I went and became a fool, babbling at every street corner. And he said, now you are a candle. Everyone in the gathering has turned toward you. No, I don't belong here. I am not a candle. I am a wisp of smoke. And he said, you are the guide of lost souls. No, I'm not a guide. I'm a slave to your every word. And he said, you can fly. Why should I give you feathers and wings? For your feathers and wings, I would clip my own and crawl upon the ground. You are the majestic fountain of the sun that pours upon my head. I am the shadow of a willow tree bent over and melting. When my heart was warmed by your radiant sun, I took off my torn clothes and I put on fine silk. And my soul was once a slave and a donkey driver. Now I walk with the kingly Lord. O famous moon, shine on me a ray of your light. A ray of your light would turn my world into a rose garden. Now I will move in silence like a chess piece, watching as my whole life revolves around the position of the king. I was dead and now I am alive. That is a very true truth. That is the center of enticement. To touch for a moment into the truth of love, even if it's for a moment, that moment will tell you of your longing. That moment will tell you that the world is walking as if it is dead. And the journey is to life, to truly live, because there will be nothing in your mind except the truth of God. And that is where you belong. That's where you truly live. Now, that's not what the ego says at all. The ego says, oh, what a boring thing. Where's the fun? Where's the excitement? Where are my needs satisfied? Excitement is a seeking for something outside yourself. It's a seeking for a distraction from yourself. But in your remembering, in your yes to love, the entire universe is joy. There's nothing more exciting than joy. And it has nothing attached to it. It is free, completely loves freedom. When in this poem, you can fly, why should I give you feathers and wings? Yes, you can fly. You can fly and you can touch into everything that is the truth of love. You can, with your heart, you can dive into the ocean. You can smell the ocean. You can taste it. You can feel it. It's part of you. The divine being that is the ocean is your mother. Every river is your mother. Every time you feel the wind blow against your face, love is speaking to you, one with you. You are the wind. There's nothing that you are limited in reality. The only thing that is limiting is the thought of limitation and the identity with limitation and the fear of death, the fear of death. Because every beloved feels that nightmare of, I'm afraid, but what is it? I'm afraid of death. And at the same time, fearful of being hurt in this world. And there is no hurt in love. When you surrender again and again and again and again and again and again and again, all of those agains could be surrendered in one moment. But the Holy Spirit of love understands that it's too fearful. But don't allow fear, the rebellion to God, stop you from coming home to love, to God, to your true nature, to the perfection where you fly and where all the elements of love are part of you. And there is no stranger in this entire world. There is no stranger. Every beloved that you, while you're still on this earth plane, every beloved that you see, every beloved that is walking on this earth is you. No stranger. Everything of truth is shared. Thank God, because that's your holy purpose, is to remember, to embrace, to sink, and to no longer give the mind that thinks on its own credence. I know I've said this before, but it's being called to be said again. It doesn't matter what voices you hear in your mind that say things like you aren't enough, or ignorance, or whatever it is that the ego voice repeats. And it's time to stop accepting that voice, because there's nothing that that voice is offering that has any resemblance to the voice of love that is also whispering. I've said before that I received a miracle, a healing with the words that I carried. The words that I carried were, "Who do you think you are? You're nothing." And I heard it all the time. If I ever took a moment to move forward, I would hear that voice and I would be put back in my place. The Holy Spirit took those words and transformed them, and took the words and whispered, "Who do you think you are? You're the light of God." And that's the transformation. There was no more voice that said, "Who do you think you are?" There was a voice with an answer, light of God. And that is the voice that you offer to everyone and to your heart as it returns back to you. You are the light of God. No other thought is necessary.